All right, Coach, obviously not the result that you wanted today, but what a run, what a season, what a team. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of them and what they did this year, what they did this week. It's just an amazing group of ladies. And, I think it kind of hit me as they were doing the awards. It's a tough way to end the season. I feel for them and, but that's part of it. The highs and lows that come with, playing in championships like this, and give Ole Miss credit. And they're a great team coached by Corey's awesome coach, and has done a heck of a job in her time there. So it's been a fun week and fun run, and love her players, and I'm proud of them.
What'd you tell the team there afterwards, right there off the edge of the green, if you don't mind sharing?
Basically just that. I mean, love them. I'm proud of them. Keep their head up. They've accomplished a lot this year, and we're not done. I mean, got a young team. Nobody's leaving, so they're going to be back. This is a great experience for them, and and hopefully if we're back in the same situation again next year, they can learn from this and have a different result.
All right, let's go ahead and open up to questions. Member of the media, if you have a question for Oklahoma State golf coach Greg Robertson, please click raise hand. We'll try and get to everybody. Our first question is going to come from Frank Bonner from the Tulsa World. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this, what the significance is of being so young and being able to get to this point so early in their careers, and what that can do for them in the rest of their time in Stillwater.
It's I think it shows that the future looks good for the program, and again, you got a great group of ladies that like this, and they're young, and we're playing with two freshmen, two sophomores, and a junior this week, and so hopefully they gained a lot from this experience, but this is a different deal here than they're ever used to playing. We got cameras, you got live TV, got people running all over the place. It's, they got a glimpse of what it's like to play on tour a little bit. But this is completely different than what they see on a regular basis. So hopefully, again, next year, maybe if you get that same position, you can handle it a little better and come out a little different result.
And what do you think a run like this, into the national championship match does for, the rest of the women's sports as OSU tries to get that first women's national championship?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I know that, softball, they've got a great opportunity to make a run. I hope they do it. I think we're close in a lot of sports on the women's side to doing something like this. And I wish we would have gotten it done today, but there's no reason we can't get some banners up with some women's sports in Gallagher here pretty soon.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Our next question is going to come from Jason Elmquist from the Stillwater News Press. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, you mentioned everyone's coming back, but yesterday Isabella said she wasn't 100% sure about Maya. She was worried about her possibly going pro. Is that a decision she still has to make, or is she planning on returning as well?
Yeah, I mean I know that's in the back of her mind, and she's got I think first stage Q schools in August. So as of now, she hasn't said that she's going to. Obviously that can change. With the success she's had in college golf. I suppose that's an option for her. So we'll just see over the next couple of weeks and kind of see what she's thinking. But again, just a good core group coming back with all these other youngsters, and then we've got a good recruit coming in as a freshman from France. That's the top 250 player in the world. So so it's still going to be a strong team, and just looking forward to it. We'll see what happens with Maya, and she's got to do what's best for her, and we'll see what that is here at the end.
And obviously you've talked short term, hopefully what these girls can build off of, but what can this do long term when it comes to recruiting and this program? The fact that you guys got here in your first official postseason essentially at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, hopefully those recruits can take notice that you can come to Stillwater on the women's side and do some great things. Obviously, the men have, they've got their history and tradition, and hopefully this is the start of what we can do on the women's side. And but yeah, this being on national TV like this and having the exposure that we did, I mean, it's got to help, and we'll try to use it to our advantage and. See if it leads to some good recruits and just continuing to build the program.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Robert Allen from Triple Play Sports. Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, Coach, when you were talking to Frank, you mentioned the different environment there with television cameras, bigger galleries, and so forth. From a technical golf standpoint, was there anything you could see from the different holes and the different players you were with during today's final round that wasn't quite as good or wasn't the same, I guess, as it was yesterday when you guys went through the grind?
Well, I only walked with Leanna today, and she, she ran into a good player who made a lot of putts, made some birdies, and got ahead early. And I think that was it was more just, they got up on us, early and big in a couple matches. And, it's hard to claw your way back when you're, 4 down or 6 down or, and so, and the momentum a little bit out there yesterday, with the people that were here and our, other teammates that were here. I mean, they were, yelling and with all the birdies they were making, and you didn't hear much out there today. And, so they got the momentum on their side early and just kept it all the way through. They're a good team.
Appreciate it. And again, golf can be a great spectator. You just made a great statement for golf being a louder, maybe not as many quiet signs.
Yeah,
get a little boisterous. Maybe you need a student section at some of these.
We kind of had our own student section with our other players here, and they did a good job of supporting and in the end it just didn't get it done. But I mean, it was a good run.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Our next question is going to come from Chris Becker from the O'Colly. Go ahead, Chris.
Coach, you mentioned, how Ole Miss got that momentum early. When you're in a sport like golf, where you're kind of spread out on different holes and not really together as a team, unlike basketball, where like one steal can really light a spark on a lineup, how do you kind of find that spark, in the middle of an event where you're all spread out across the course?
Yeah, that's a tough thing, and that's what Madison Henson-Tolcher said. She was 4 up when her match ended, and she said that she was the last match. She had no idea what was going on. Again, yesterday you could hear some cheers from our fans that were here, and you could tell kind of when somebody made a birdie, from our team, you could tell today just didn't hear much out there at all, and but at golf you gotta take care of your own individual match, and that's all you have control over, and so you can't really worry much about what else is going on. But they had some leaderboards out there too, and that when you look up there and you see that the other teams up in 3 matches or 4 matches, I mean it's you can start going the other way quickly.
Thanks, Coach. Best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
Coach, you talked a little bit about, the future and having so many underclassmen out there in the lineup this week. And obviously the future is pretty bright, but if you don't mind, maybe taking a little bit of a look back. I mean, you can make a pretty good argument that this team was the best in the history of Oklahoma State cowgirl golf. What made this team special?
Well, when you got a first team All-American like Maya Stark and the special things she did this year. Obviously Isabella, she's hopefully will be an All-American as well. It's just those two kind of led the team and just with their play and for the others to follow. And then just them all as a group just coming together, having everybody here, just kind of shows that, they're a tight group, they gelled well together and supported each other. And that's a big part of it.
Sure, I'll tell the media to
All
show
right.
up.
Well, that'll do it for questions. But Coach, before we let you go, is there anything that's important to you, or anything maybe that we missed that really is significant now while we've got the group here?
Well, I just want to say to all the people that were out there that supported us, thank you for, I got so many messages. I'm going to try to respond to every person that sent me messages, and, just seeing the support that we got, the people that came out to watch us. I mean, we're lucky to be playing at Oklahoma State. We got the best fans out there for women's golf and men's golf. And, I can't thank them enough, and I appreciate, all the support and everything that they gave us throughout the week and throughout the year.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. Congratulations on a heck of a run.
Thank you. Appreciate it. See you guys.
Take care. Members of the media, thank you as well. We appreciate you as always.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm on that plane.